Hello everyone, myself Ramesh Masuna, Senior Faculty at ACE Engineering Academy, welcoming you all on behalf of ACE Engineering Academy and ACE Online. In this video, I am going to discuss about what are the important topics to be focused to get a success in GATE 2025. And GATE Data Science and Artificial Intelligence paper is going to be conducted on 15th of February 2025. Let's get into the subjects and we will discuss in each of the subject what are the important topics to be focused. As all of us know, GATE 2024 introduced GATE Data Science and Artificial Intelligence paper. Means in the previous year, one time paper has been conducted. Now this is the second time. In 2024, from programming in Python, there are two questions asked. And first question is related to recursion, dictionary data types, control structures. And when you look for the difficulty level of that Python program is high. And the second question is again based on recursion, tuples and list data types. But the question is bit moderate. Only two questions came. Now coming to Python programming, the expected thing in GATE 2025, we expect number of Python questions to be 3, expecting one question of 1 mark and two questions of 2 marks. And the important topics that needs to be focused: recursion, list, tuple, set, dictionary data types, list and dictionary comprehension, scope of variables in a function. These are some of the important topics where the student need to focus. Coming to the data structures and algorithms. Data structures and algorithm is one of the most weighted subject. And when you see the IIT Roorkee papers, like IIT Roorkee conducted GATE 2009 and GATE 2017. In 2009 and 2017, if you see the number of questions and total marks that was asked in data structures and algorithms is good. And I'm talking about CS paper because DA paper is there in 2024. In 2009, there are 20 marks and these are the topics from where questions were asked. And in 2017, there are 12 marks and these are the topics from where questions were asked. Fine. Here, the expected topics from where you can expect questions on data structures and algorithm is tree traversal, hashing, stack applications, graph traversal, time complexities, master theorem, sorting, searching, shortest path, minimum cost spanning tree. There you have to focus more. When it comes to the database management and data warehousing, in 2017, 8 marks were asked in set 1 and 8 marks in set 2, and these are the topics from where questions were asked. Observe one point, all are different topics, like different chapters, 5 questions were asked. And you can see in 2009 also 5 different chapters, 5 questions, totally of 10 marks. And the expected topics, apart from the topics that I have shown, the expected topics are checking functional dependencies, additional FDs, finding normal form of the relation, decomposition properties, TRC queries, data normalization in data warehousing. And last time I was talking about in data warehousing to my students, the data normalization is the place where you can expect a question. And question has come on data normalization in 2024. And this time, along with these topics from data warehousing, this time I was expecting OLAP operations from where you can expect questions. And what are the untapped areas? Equivalence of FDs, decomposing the relations, B and B plus tree, insertion and deletion, and OLAP operations. This time I am going to expect a question of at least 1 mark in the case possible from OLAP operations like slicing, dicing, right, rotate. These operations from where you can expect questions. And when it comes to the machine learning, the expected topics are decision trees, information gain and entropy, k-value selection in k nearest neighbors algorithms, k-means, single linkage clustering in KNN, model parameters in naive Bayes algorithms, mode parameters in artificial neural networks, and linearly and non-linear separable data, decision boundaries, hyperplanes, from where you can expect a questions from the topic of machine learning. And the untapped areas, that linear regression, cost function optimization, classification, logistic regression, Bayes variance, cross validation, decision trees, distance weighted in KNN, class conditional probabilities in NIVAS. These are the untapped areas from where you can expect a questions. When it comes to artificial intelligence, you can expect questions on iterative deepening search, depth limited search, bidirectional search, iterative deepening A star, tautologies, rules of inference, quantifiers, exact inference to variable elimination. These are the topics that you have to focus on artificial intelligence. And next, engineering mathematics. Engineering mathematics is one of the important subject. To discuss about this engineering mathematics, one of my friend and my colleague, Mr. Aditya, he is a MTech graduate in IISc Bangalore, is going to explain about engineering mathematics because he has a lot of experience in engineering mathematics. He is our expert faculty. He is going to take care.
Hello students. In DA 2024 paper, nearly 37 marks were asked from engineering mathematics. So here I present you the subject-wise weightage from probability and statistics. So there were 3 1-mark questions and 8 2-mark questions, total of 19 marks, which is a very big weightage. And from linear algebra, there were 2 1-mark questions, 4 2-mark questions, and a total of 10 marks from this. From calculus and optimization, there were 2 1-mark questions and 3 2-mark questions. So making it total 8 marks from calculus and optimization. So if you add 19 plus 10 is 29, 29 plus 8 is 37. So nearly 37 marks were asked from engineering mathematics. So now you might ask, sir, what are the expected topics? So if you go through the GATE syllabus and if you carefully observe DA 2024 paper, it was like from every topic there was a question. It was like almost from every topic there was a question in DA 2024 paper. So I suggest you to go through all the concepts carefully to score maximum marks. I would like to show you some untapped areas from these topics. So what topics like we did not get questions in 2024 paper? If you look at the probability and statistics, so the untapped areas are confidence interval, z-test, t-test and chi-square test. Also, central limit theorem is also untapped area so far. Now, I get frequent questions from the students that, sir, how will questions be created on z-test, t-test and chi-square test? Now, to solve the problems related to z-test, t-test, chi-square test completely, you need the z-table, chi-square table and t-table. So now, I don't expect such tables given in the question. Instead, I'm expecting this kind of questions where you will be asked to find the z-test statistical value. For example, what's the z-test statistical value formula? It is x bar minus mu by sigma by root n. You can expect such questions. Or you can also expect questions like in which situation these tests are used. So you can expect such questions. Now coming to the linear algebra, LU decomposition, partition matrix, which is also called block matrices. So you can expect questions like, so what's the determinant of a partition matrix or what's the determinant of a block matrix? Quadratic forms is also one of the untapped areas so far from linear algebra. Coming to the calculus and optimization, the untapped areas are Taylor series, optimization involving single variable. Now what kind of questions can be asked in optimization involving single variable? A simple question related to cost function, revenue function, profit function can be asked from these topics. Now, I want to address few more things. What would be the best strategy to score maximum marks from engineering mathematics in a DA paper? The strategy is very simple. First, go through these concepts clearly. Try to understand these concepts clearly. You have the sample paper which is given by IISc, practice that. So you have the 2024 DA paper, so I suggest you to practice that. And the next important thing is the mock exams. You have to take mock exams seriously. You write the topic wise, subject wise in the full length mock exams. If you prepare all these topics properly, you cover those sample paper, GATE 2024 paper and the mock exams, this would be the simple and the best strategy to score maximum number of marks. Now, I also want to address one more thing. what's the best resource to prepare all these topics? So what's the best resource? Now, ACE Engineering Academy has come up with a textbook which covers all these concepts. So all these concepts are properly explained. There are plenty of solved and unsolved problems. So like solved problems, you will already see the solution below the question. Now for unsolved problems also, we have provided the solutions at the backside. So this contains a lot of solutions for your practice. This is one of the best resource. The other resources are the sample paper and the GATE 2024 paper. Mock exam questions can also be the best resources right now, because we don't have enough papers. Like if you look at computer science, there are many GATE question papers, but for DA there are very less resources. So ACE Engineering Academy textbook could be the one of the best resources for your preparation. Now I want to address one more question. So there is a frequent question from computer science students. So what is that question? Sir, my primary paper is computer science and the secondary paper is data science. So it's like they have prepared these topics and they did not prepare the additional topics. So they have the knowledge of these topics. So with these topics, how many marks can I score in DA paper? If you observe the sample paper, if you observe the DA 2024 paper, so these observations are like from those papers. If you have these knowledge, if you have these concepts, out of the 40 marks, so I'm expecting this time 40 marks from engineering mathematics in DA paper, you can easily answer 25 marks. So you can easily crack 25 marks if you have knowledge from this computer science syllabus. So I hope this discussion is really helpful for you. So I wish you all the best. So now Ramesh sir will continue with the session.
Yeah, thanks Aditya. Thanks for that nice explanation about engineering mathematics, and you have explained beautifully what are the topics that students need to focus and what kind of questions to be asked and what are the resources that are available for preparing the engineering mathematics and its importance and its weightage. And students, don't forget to focus more on engineering mathematics rather than the core subjects. I'm not saying that don't focus on core subjects. Give more importance on engineering mathematics that most of the students, they don't do. But those students who are good at engineering mathematics, definitely I can say they are going to crack GATE DA paper very easily. Coming to the strategy, what I suggest is write one test in a day. Write one test in a day. One test is nothing but one full-length mock test in a day. And once after completion of one full-length mock test, I suggest you self-evaluate, analyze the paper, and where you have done the mistakes, that you have to list out. And list out in the sense in what subject you have made a mistake, the subject name, and the topic on which you made a mistake, list out, and try to revise the topic on the day itself. Try to solve the questions which was not solved by you. And this is to be repeated for 60 days. If you prepare for 60 days, and I suggest you to write 60 mock exams, every day you do the same task. Write exam necessarily for 180 minutes, that is a 3 hours of duration. Don't close the exam earlier than 3 hours. In 3 hours, after 3 hours only you have to close the session, and means spend full time. And in 3 hours of exam, I suggest you in the first 1 hour, means in the first iteration of the GATE paper, those questions that you feel easy and with little calculations you can able to answer it, those questions you solve it, and roughly you can take around 1 hour for solving that easy and questions which you can able to solve with little calculations. And those questions which is taking some time, if some question you are trying to solve that is taking more than 2 minutes of time, then you skip those questions, you solve in the second iteration. For the second iteration, roughly you can keep 1 hour of time. And even in the second iteration, some questions you feel more calculations are needed or more analysis needed, it is taking more time. Don't get panic, simply leave the question and solve those tougher questions in the third iteration. I'm giving you roughly, you divide the time of 3 hours into 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, and you make 3 iterations of each paper. And do this practice in every day when you are writing one mock test. And roughly it is 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour a given, something 1.5 hour, 45 minutes, 30 minutes, like this you can divide the time. And I suggest you 60 days, you write 60 tests, and that could be definitely helpful for cracking the GATE examination. And this time, this short duration of time, don't do any experiments, focus on question solving in a quicker and accurate way. Hope you have enjoyed the session. Thank you.